Good evening, I'm William Galloway. Football was in the air today for one final time this spring. The annual Golden Flake A-Day game took place for Alabama's final spring practice today inside BRYANT-DENNY Stadium. There was a lot to see, there was a lot to learn, but at the end of the day, as Allen Iverson likes to say, not a game, it's just practice. Nick Saban was rocking the pink sport coat and tie, a great look in an A-Day tradition, a bright color suit from Coach. First quarter, Bryce Young play action, looking, ducking, and eventually throwing. He's got Roydell Williams, number 23, big pickup down the sideline, and he gets knocked out of bounds inside the red zone. That set up a 22-yard field goal from Will Reichard, and the white team goes up 3-0. Second quarter now, Bryce Young in the shotgun. He finds tight end Cameron Latou, and Latou goes 59 yards for the touchdown. White team goes up 10-0 in the second quarter over Crimson. How about right before the half? Bryce Young looking to throw, but Chris Braswell comes in. He causes a fumble inside the 15. Jalen Moody recovers. He scores the touchdown, and the Crimson team is on the board. The two teams would swap field goals in the second half back and forth, and the white team would ultimately defeat the Crimson team 13-10. And looking at the big picture after the game, Nick Saban says it's just spring practice, but he had some takeaways.
But for the most part, we didn't have any issues all spring long, so we made a lot of progress. And you know, I'm not satisfied with where we are. We got a lot of work to do as a team, but certainly looking forward to taking every opportunity that we have to improve our team and continue to improve our players. So you know, it was a fun game.
A fun game and a fun day. Before today's game, the Walk of Fame ceremony took place at Denny Chimes, and due to the pandemic, both the 2019 and 2020 team captains were there to make their permanent mark here on campus. The 2019 class of team captains includes Anthony Jennings, Xavier McKinney, who were both in attendance today, Tua Tagovailoa, and of course DeVonta Smith. And the 2020 class is Landon Dickerson, Mac Jones, and Alex Leatherwood, along with DeVonta Smith. Knowingly, DeVonta Smith is a two-time captain, and he was showing out today. As is tradition, these guys put their hand and their footprints in the cement to leave their legacy. DeVonta Smith talked to the crowd today about his legendary career at the capstone.
Roll Tide. These past 4 years has been amazing, just to come to the University of Alabama and have the opportunity to play for a wonderful university. And without the fans, we wouldn't be able to do this without y'all, and I'm just thankful to have the opportunity. Roll Tide.
After today's game, the team stayed on the field to celebrate the 2020 National Championship team. The championship flag was raised while Mac Jones and Nick Saban addressed the fans. Mac said last year was a great year, obviously, but he said we've got one more coming. Coach Saban added that he loved everyone on that team and all that they accomplished because they went through a tremendous amount of adversity all season long with everything and all the challenges that COVID provided. Of course, all those shiny trophies were in attendance, from the SEC championship to the Rose Bowl game and the national championship victories. A special day inside BRYANT-DENNY Stadium. It was a thrilling afternoon on the baseball diamond as well, as Alabama hosted Auburn in the rubber match game of the series. Connor Prelip made his return for the Crimson Tide, and both teams' bats were red hot. Let's go to the top of the fourth. 2 on for Auburn's Brody Moore. He knocks this one to right center field. 2 runs will score for the Tigers, and Auburn goes up 8-5. Bama tried to make a play there, and another run scores. How about the bottom of the 7th? William Hameter, 1 on, and he goes 410 feet straightaway center field. See you later. His second home run of the year, and Alabama trails 8-7. Still in the bottom of the 7th, it's Sam Prater up to bat a couple players later. This one deep left field. A souvenir for the kids in the playground out there in left. That's Prater's 10th long ball of the year, and he ties the game at 8. Bottom 9, Jim Jarvis, 1 on, and he goes opposite field, walks it off, and Alabama wins 10-9 over the in-state rival. A big win for the Crimson Tide today. On the softball diamond, number 3, Alabama taking on number 4, Florida, in game 2 of this weekend series. 4th inning, Bama down 2-0. Kaylee Tao, a shot up the middle. That brings home Kayla Davis. She scores the first run of the game for Alabama, and KB Sides trying to get in. She does safely. Bama ties the game at 2. Let's go to the 6th inning. Florida up to bat. That's a routine pop-up, but it's dropped by Taylor Clark. That brings home 1 runner, and Florida leads 4-2. Same inning, bases loaded. Kendall Lindemann, boom goes the dynamite. That is a grand slam over the left field wall. That extends the Gators' lead to 8-2, and Florida would win this one 9-2 over Alabama. The final game of the series is set for tomorrow at 1 p.m. And tonight, Tuscaloosa native Dion Nicholson faced Effie Apochi in the WBA title eliminator match. Apochi only needed 3 rounds to knock out Nicholson, who was previously unbeaten. Apochi moves to a perfect 11-0 with 11 knockouts on his career. That's it for sports this evening. I'm William Galloway. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this.